Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm representing my managing director, Ms. Harsha Bandari, because she has to go for a government meeting, which was called in a very short span of time. Apologies from myself as well as from my managing director for this last minute change. I'm going to briefly talk about how India Exim Bank and the Government of India handled the COVID-19 situation and how we consider the development finance institutions could move forward with tapping the opportunities for growth. Next slide. This picture shows how the V shape of recovery is projected for the global GDP. It is projected to grow at 5.9% in 2021, and it will be largely moved up by the developing countries. And we hope that the vaccination pace will support this projected growth. Next slide, please. This slide shows about how the pandemic has affected the global trade. Since we represent the Export Credit Agency of India, so we would like to also talk about how the trade was impacted. As per the WTO, the volume of merchandise trade is expected to increase. Again, kind of a U-shape. Basically, these are the 5 slides I'm going to show. One is the how India as well as Exim Bank of India looked at the immediate needs of companies affected by COVID-19 and how we boost the liquidity to MSMEs who are most affected by COVID-19, and how we started looking at stimulating investment and to support job creation as a kind of a recovery agent for from the COVID-19 pandemic. And we feel that since we are all development finance institution, we feel that we need to cooperate institutionally, and we also need to cooperate to build capacities in other countries, especially least developed countries. Can we move? Okay, basically on the immediate needs of how we tackled the situation, Government of India announced the suspension to a maximum of 1 year from the process of approaching National Company Law Tribunal. Accordingly, the government under they have also cleared an ordinance under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, thus providing relief to the companies from insolvency. We followed, Exim Bank followed the government's advice that helped many companies which were impacted due to the cessation of business and economic activities on account of lockdown and outbreak of COVID. Till March 2011, no fresh insolvency proceedings were initiated by us under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Next, please. Government of India introduced to boost liquidity to MSMEs a scheme which is called Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. This scheme aims to provide 100% guarantee coverage to banks, NBFCs, and other lenders in order to enable them to extend emergency credit to businesses hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. As on March 2021, India Exim Bank had sanctioned about 1 billion rupees under the emergency credit line scheme. Still, we have an outstanding of about 208 million. The scheme has recently been extended till the end of this financial year, that is March 2022. Can we move? To stimulate investment and to support job creation, the Government of India introduced the Production Linked Incentive Scheme, PLI, popularly called. It is based on incremental output and is targeted towards the larger anchor investors, including FDI, who can mobilize the initial investment to brownfield or greenfield projects by themselves. Exim Bank will be acting as a key partner and extend financing support to the investing companies under the PLI scheme. The companies would require funds for import of equipment and technologies, as also working capital, which we feel that we could support them. Next slide. As I mentioned, we need to collaborate institutionally. Enhanced cooperation is important because it's the only way to address the massive risk and deterioration of economies and sectors. And we also need to share risk across the balance sheet of these institutions. as far as Exim Bank is concerned, we have over the years built and maintained engaging relationship with our peers across the globe. Recently, we have been working closely with the JBIC to explore the possibility of funding the Indian pharmaceutical industry, which could be exported globally. Very recently, also, we have extended credit facilities to various banks in countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Doha, African Exim Bank, through which we intend to promote international trade. Next slide. As I mentioned earlier, we also need to cooperate to build capacities in other countries, because the developing countries, especially the least developed countries, are facing the scarcity of public funds. These countries require financing for their capacity building activities, especially the infrastructure development. Exim Bank has been supporting the developing countries and the least developing countries through our development assistance program, which is popularly called the Lines of Credit program. During the first 6 months of April-September 2021, we have extended about 1.82 billion of lines of credit. These are extended to Malawi, Maldives, Mauritius, Mozambique, Swaziland, and Uzbekistan. These are the views I would like to share. I end with my presentation. I need to exit with the permission of the chair and also other panelists. I have another meeting to attend. Kindly pardon me. Thank you very much.